Tennessee's manager, Blake Davis. Coaches, Ryan Lynch and Josh Sloan. Our umpires for today's game, Jerry Kelly, Larry Druitt, and Mark Davis.
And we've got a matchup right here featuring the Louisiana State champs and the Tennessee State champs, and a berth in the final in the championship round is on the line. There are layers of scenarios in there that we'll get to, but the winner of this one will move to the championship round. The winner of the game to our right will also move on. We'll get updates on Texas, South Carolina as the evening goes on. There's one right there. Well timed, fellas. South Carolina and Texas scoreless in the second inning. As you see, Louisiana and Tennessee in the pregame prayer getting ready to take the field here in this one. Now, both of these teams won games earlier today. Results of this afternoon's action: Tennessee beats Virginia 3-2 in what was one of the best games of the tournament, in my opinion. A really well-played game and a tight one. Real good game. Tennessee wins that one. And that ended Virginia's run, which was they had a good run through this term. That's a really good team. Keep their heads high. Tennessee moves into this game. Louisiana, big win over a good South Carolina team, 15-1. So they both stand here. Now, Louisiana, to this point, including the pool play game, 5-0. Tennessee, slightly different route to this point. They lose their pool play game and have a loss through the bracket round. So they've worked their way out of the losers bracket, but they've won 3 in a row to get here. They're 3-2 overall on the heels of that 3-2 victory today, a 5-0 win over North Carolina yesterday, a 10-4 win over Mississippi, and the 2 losses prior to that. Louisiana has been on the roll, scoring lots of runs. 15-1 today. They win yesterday 9-5 over Texas. Their previous game 7-3 over Georgia, 15-2 over the Arkansas State champs, and in pool play 11-1 over a very good North Carolina team. So this is a very formidable lineup from Louisiana. That formidable lineup, I'm not sure I even mentioned on Bill Smith. That was the graphic right there. Good to have you. Your Lando Frost starting lineups. The visiting team in this one, Louisiana, Joshua Walker, the second baseman, will hit leadoff. You see him in your shot right there. Dayton Green, the catcher. Jesse Ford will hit third. Cale Patton, the pitcher, will hit fourth. Ezekiel Wilson at third base. Mays Brister at shortstop. Andy Slocum at first. Chance Butler at center field. Granger Bound in right field. Patrick Gillum hit 10th. He's one of the extra hitters. Kingston Van Zant will hit 11th. He is the left fielder. And I would always like to point out, in the 12 spot on the lineup and not hitting because he's not in the lineup officially, Slade Young here supporting his team. He's a good man, and he's injured prior to start of action. He will be there. And all of these folks, all of these young men from Louisiana will take on throwing a strike with his first pitch, the righty from Tennessee, Blake Davis. There's a good shot of the young man right there. That's Coach Blake Davis's Cole Jackson, I should say. Fumbled that one, sorry, Mr. Jackson. But Jackson, top of the mound, he's got an 0-2 count right here. He will be pitching to his catcher. You see him right there, Aiden Hannigan. Hannigan with a gem of a pitching outing yesterday to help propel them to this point. Pitch on the way, the 0-2 inside. Speaking of good days, Joshua Walker, the leadoff hitter, in that big win today that Louisiana had, scored a couple of ones, walked 3 times. So this is a kid who can also do it with the stick. Rounds to short, up with it, cross the diamond. There's the first out of the game. Brooks Ware fires him out. We've got 1 out here in the first inning. Brooks Ware, smooth fielding shortstop. You see him right there. Talented young man. All these teams filled with talented players. We're at this stage of the tournament, the final 4 teams. Replay of that one. Smooth looking play. Dayton Green will step in. Dayton Green, a big fly in the last game. 2-run shot in the 6th inning as he laces this one off the fence. Foul ball. Had gone 0 for 2 prior to that, and then the huge home run in the 6th. That helped break this game open. Louisiana was ahead comfortably, but put up a huge 6th inning with a 9 spot, contributing to that 15-1 victory. No swing on that pitch, says the first base official. So 1-1. Dayton Green, fresh off a home run in that game and this afternoon, ready to work here. Ready to do some work as well. Cole Jackson. Jackson to his windup. The pitch. This one in there for a strike. 1-2. Pitch on the way. Tapped. Fielded by the pitcher. He'll take it himself. And then a collision over at first as three players sort of get involved in. We've got a player down. This is the first baseman, Davis. He ends up in a collision over there as Jackson and Green arrive at the same time. Already seeing laughter from his teammates, so I think young Mr. Davis, Chance Davis, will collect himself. He will stay in the game. Here's a look at what just happened. High chopping ball. Jackson moving to the base, makes the out. Davis just kind of holding on there. He was waiting for the flip and didn't get out of the way in time. And so that, as what I just referenced, not getting out of the way in time, that interference will actually put Green at first, says the home plate official, base official. So Tennessee's Blake Davis, I have the name right this time. That is the coach. He's out of the dugout to ask about what's going on. So Green, although he has been lifted for a courtesy runner, Green is the catcher. It appears to be Joshua Walker. He will run from first.
Now batting for Louisiana, number 42, Jesse Ford.
Jesse Ford stepped in, currently one of the extra hitters. He will hit third in the lineup. Ford has had a very good tournament with the stick. He's got a runner on first and one out. Runner going. Throw down to second. Throw is there. He is out. A dart from Aiden Hannigan. What a throw. And now they're calling him safe. Ball came out down at second base, it appears. So the first signal was out. The ball must have ended up on the ground. Pitch on the way to Ford. Down and away, ball one. Here's a look at what just transpired. Ball is there, and on the slide, the ball does come out. The pitch. Ford sees a strike. 1-2 the count to Ford, the three hitter. Ford with a big three-run home run Friday night. Capable of putting one out of here. Jesse Ford looking into the future. Writes he wants to be a physical therapist one day. Bounces this one right side. Davis handles it. Misses the tag, but flips for what? I'm seeing no signals from any of the officials. There's finally an out call. So Ford is out at first.
That brings to the plate number 3, Cale Patton.
That will go in as a 3-1. Tag, bop out of the way. There's the catch on that. And a big swing and a miss right there. So Walker leads from third. Walker running for Dayton Green. Here's a bouncer out to second base. Fielded on a hop. Over to first. Davis can't handle the throw. This ends up outside of the base, and a run will score. So the pitcher, Patton, aboard. You see him run off. He will get a courtesy runner. Not sure if it'll be Walker. Walker just came in scoring. This will be Ford. Ford was the last out. So Ford will run.
Now batting for Louisiana, number 1, Ezekiel Wilson.
As I look at what just happened, just shorting the throw a little bit. And now a conversation on the field about the last sequence. Hannigan talking with the official at home plate. So 1-0 your score. Louisiana has scratched a run across here. So officials are coming together to chat on the baseline, and Coach Davis out to have a conversation. So there is an explanation happening with the official and Coach Davis. Patton ends up at first after the throwing error. He does bump with the first baseman, but running through the bag. Here's a look at it. Grounded to second. Davis can't quite handle that. Davis comes off, and they do bump. So the throw took Davis in that direction. Now a throw over to first. So Hogan in your shot there, the first baseman. Here's a check, and the ball is thrown into right field. Ford on his way down to second. Ford running for Patton. Pitch on the way, bunt attempt from Ezekiel Wilson. Wilson 1 for 1, but was hit by 2 pitches in the game this afternoon against South Carolina. Reached 3 times, scored twice. Pitch on the way, he laces a base hit into right center. He's gonna round first. He's gonna pull up there, but the run scores. Wilson with an RBI single and extends the first inning lead for Louisiana to 2-0.
Now batting for Louisiana, number 8, Mays Brister.
So this game's starting shortstop for Louisiana. Mays Brister at the plate, takes a fastball up high. There's a look at the base hit as a good piece of hitting. And a look over at the runner. Smacked onto the H2O field, back out of play. So 1-1 count, 2-0 lead for Louisiana. Another base runner out there in the form of Ezekiel Wilson. The pitch up high, fastball popping the glove, 2-1. Brister has a new obsession in his life, and it is the sport of golf. I'm glad you're starting now, young man, because if you're like me, I've not had enough time to actually get good at it, and I'm a lot older than you. There's an outside pitch, runner going, throw into second base, won't be there. So Ezekiel Wilson steals a base, stole a couple bases this afternoon. The speedy third baseman now leads from second. Pitch on the way, Strike 3 called. Brister down looking, and after a interesting sequence of hitters, Louisiana comes out ahead 2-0. Here's the strikeout pitch. That inning had a little bit of a, I won't say everything, but a lot. There's a pitch on the outside. That was a good-looking pitch.
Jackson, 23 pitches for this game, 35 for the day.
So Cole Jackson, his pitch count announced as we get our first look out there at Cole Patton.
On the mound tonight for Louisiana,
Cale
number
Patton.
3, Cale Patton.
Cale Patton. My apologies, young man. Cale and Cole here doing battle. I mean, that's just, you're asking the announcer to trip that one up. So Cale Patton up there, one of the good young arms for this Louisiana team. Throw into his catcher, Green, who does a real nice job behind the plate. Dayton Green. And these two will work with Green to the side of, and Patton pitching to the Tennessee starting lineup. The Lando Frost starting lineup for Tennessee. Felipe Moreno Jr. will play left field. Brooks Ware, the shortstop. Aiden Hannigan doing the catching. E.J. Howard, third base. Cole Jackson, who we've seen doing the pitching. Dallas Williams, the center fielder. Bryson Pinnell, one of the extra hitters. Tiger O'Valley in right field. Ethan Perry, second base. Ethan Hogan and Liam Lynch, two of the extra hitters. The 12th hitter, the 12th man, Chance Davis, started this game at first base. Ready for the first pitch, the Tennessee leadoff hitter, Moreno, and he takes a first pitch strike on the outside. Patton into his second delivery. This is tapped out to short, backing up for the hop, and throwing him out with a nice play over there is Brister, one away here in the home half of the first.
Now batting for Tennessee, your shortstop, number 5, Brooks Ware.
Brooks Ware comes to the plate. Ware scored the first run of the game in that 3-2 victory today. Reached a couple times, single and a fielder's choice. Scored a run in that first inning. The pitch down low, just missed that one, 1-0. Here's a look at the play from Brister. Intuitive to see that hop and started forward, but then moved his momentum back. Caught that on a hop. Here's another play that he will make on a hop. And another out at first. So 2 6-3s. The talents of the shortstop Brister on display as Ware grounds out. 2 outs here in the Tennessee half of the first inning.
Tennessee, number 24, Aiden Hannigan.
Let's look at that last play. Another good play by the Louisiana shortstop. Here's Hannigan. Hannigan reached on an error and flew out, scored a run in that game. Down for a ball. A look at your Tennessee catcher. Has done an exceptional job at both ends, both sides, both points of the line segment of the battery. I'll find something there that works. He's a pitcher and a catcher. Hannigan with a 2-0. Hitters count, looking to strike here with 2 outs. The pitch outside. Yanked a little bit from Patton. This goes down. So the winner of this game will move on and play the winner of the game to our right. There is a scenario where 3 teams could be involved depending on what happens in the action today. We'll get into all that if it happens. The winner will move into the championship round. And a walk to Aiden Hannigan.
Next up for Tennessee, number 13, E.J. Howard.
So E.J. Howard will come to the plate. Just heard through my headphones, and you'll hear it from me. E.J. Big Papa Howard. And a throw into right field. These pickoff moves are not working for these pitchers. Aiden Hannigan stands on second base. So Howard will see a pitch here. Now with a runner at second. 2-0 lead for Louisiana. Inside. Strike called on the inner half. Strike one. Howard, a carnivore by nature, loves a good steak. So, ball outside 1 and 2. Getting word up here that first baseman Chance Davis has been injured and won't return. We hope that young man's okay. The pitch. Buries this one, and Hannigan will end up down at third. So a full count to E.J. Howard, and now a runner at third. Howard 1 for 2 in the game this afternoon. He's had a fine tournament to this point. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Howard down swinging. Tennessee threatens, but the runner reaches third and goes no farther. After one full inning at the DYB World Series, Louisiana leads this one 2-0. Another look at the strikeout. That pitch was moving, and Howard couldn't find it. There's your score. We'll be back for the second inning. This is a DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
I know when I'm putting a Wilson glove on, I don't got to worry. You get over 40,000 pitches thrown throughout a season. It's always trying to stay locked in one pitch at a time, slow down the game, and want the ball to be hit to you.
I want to play every day. No, I like to have fun.
Love this thing. I'm going to probably use this thing as long as I can.
Got to be locked in every pitch. At the end of the day, I just want to get outs for the pitchers.
It holds up throughout the entire season, which is a huge deal when you're playing every day.
I've been using the same glove for quite a while now. It's a testament to the product that y'all have been able to put in my hands.
And people have a Wilson glove. It's one of the best so far. You know, the best is the best. People know that.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
Smash It Sports is proud.
Learning tree here as I'm getting an education in pickoff moves and coaching. The voice from above, coach to my right here, helping your humble announcer be more educated in the great game of baseball. After one full inning, we are here in beautiful, lovely, I've been using the alliterative way of doing that, Laurel, Mississippi. And in the second inning, Louisiana leads Tennessee. This is an elimination game. The winner will move on. Now, there's a caveat there. Tennessee takes this one. Both of these teams will play on. Louisiana wins this one. Tennessee's tournament will be done. But we'll deal with all that later. This is an important game. Championship round is at stake. So In the box, Andy Slocum started this game at first base. Pitch on the way up high. Cole Jackson, as opposed to his opposing pitcher, Cale Patton. Gave up a couple of runs in the first inning, but threw the ball well. So he looks to regroup here for his team. Throws this one, though, outside. Pitches off the plate and has worked up to a 3-0 count to the leadoff hitter here in the second. Slocum would rather be fishing or playing ball than anything else. I definitely mentioned that in the previous broadcast, but love the sound of his love of those two sports. The outdoors and the great game of baseball. Slocum with a hitter's count. Pitch on the way. Oops of a swing there. Maybe a defensive swing is probably how I should say that. Fouled off the screen, and the count has worked full. So Jackson will deliver a payoff pitch right here. The pitch. Bounced on the right side, handled it first with some time. Used a similar analogy before, but almost like a goaltending save kept in front of him. Hogan makes the save and then makes the out at first, 1 away. Here's a look right here. Hogan records the out, so 1 down. Slocum retired here. Hannigan wants a conversation with his pitcher. Slocum down brings up center fielder Chance Butler. Multi-sport athlete Chance Butler, a dynamic outfielder, lifts this bunt up and out of play. Trying to sneak aboard with a bunt single.
Number 6, Chance Butler.
Definitely seen his bunting talents over the course of the tournament. Reached on an error and a fielder's choice, so spent some time on the bases today. Scored a run. That first big win for his Louisiana team. Stole a couple of bases as well. The pitch in there for a called strike. Works the count to 1-2. Jackson with some pop on that fastball. The 1-2 with 1 out. On its way. Up high. Two count. Pitch on its way. Bouncing ball out to second base. Holding his ground, waiting on that hop, and there's a throw in the dirt that is taken for the out by Hogan. Perry just a little bit short on the throw, but he gets it there. Great job with the footwork.
Louisiana, number 9, Granger Brown.
Here's another peek at the grounder from Butler. Butler flying down that line, so Perry definitely had to hurry. Hurries that throw, not into the dirt, just a good stretch. So Granger Brown, the starting right fielder in this one, will come to the plate. First pitch to him is a strike. Granger Brown, big LSU baseball fan. Talented player in his own right from the state of Louisiana. Pitch on its way. 2-1. Ball down to Brown. Brown scored a run in that big 6th inning. 9 runs across in that one. He had reached on a fielder's choice, came around to score. Cole Jackson wants to reset himself. Now he's ready. Now Brown not ready. Brown fixes the shirt, adjusts the goggles, and he's ready to hit. 3-1 pitch on its way. This one well inside. He will trot down to first. Hannigan quick to pick up that one as the ball got behind him. So a 2-out walk to Brown puts him at first with Patrick Gillum coming to the plate.
Now batting for Louisiana, number 10, Patrick Gillum.
Gillum will hit with Brown at first. The pitch in there for strike one. Gillum walked today, 0 for 2, and his other at-bats scored a run in that big inning. Pattern there, a lot of guys scoring that 9-run inning. There's another strike. The pitch. Strike 3. Gillum down, swinging. That ends the away half of the second inning. Granger Brown stranded at first as Tennessee will come to bat. Here's a look at that last pitch. Got him swinging. Little note of frustration from Gillum. A lot of baseball left in this one with his team ahead by 2. Gave you the Lando Frost starting lineups previously, but want to mention that today's game is brought to you by Lando Frost, a family-owned business that's been making great-tasting lunch meat for over 60 years. Find their brands in supermarkets nationwide. Check them out at landofrost.com. And, of course, the DYB World Series, all of this production is presented by Smash It Sports. Smash It Sports, the proud diamond sponsor of the DYB World Series. Smash It, the nation's largest online baseball and softball equipment retailer. Price match guarantee, free shipping, over 100 top brands. Find your next game changer at smashitsports.com. Smash It Sports, where champions shop. So, second inning of work for Cale Patton. Came out of the first unscathed. A 2-out walk to Aiden Hannigan did no damage. Throw down from Drayton Green, and we are ready to play some baseball here. Cole Jackson, the opposing pitcher, will lead things off. Cole Jackson, Reds fan, Ellie Dela Cruz fan. Another one of the assorted group of young men who'd like to be a pro ball player one day. A lot of talent in this tournament. Cole Jackson, talented kid, so keep working hard, young man.
Cole Jackson.
Up high, real high, all the way to the fence. And a first pitch ball to Jackson. Jackson reached but was 0 for 2 in the earlier win. Patton set. The pitch on its way. Chopped foul toward the Louisiana dugout. The pitch. This is hit into right field and down. Catches the gap in right center all the way to the wall. And quickly returned. Jackson will be held at first, so a long single.
Now batting for Tennessee, number 8, Dallas Williams.
But a long single to lead off the inning. Here's a look at the swing. Outside half of the plate, and he sends that oppo. Well, the officials are having a conversation about something. This is a recurring theme in today's action. Jackson, the pitcher, will be lifted for a pinch runner. E.J. Howard will do the running over at first. So now Dallas Williams, the center fielder, will stand in. Williams 2 for 2 in the win this afternoon. Dallas, a big fan of one of my favorite players, Ozzie Albies. Love his energy, love his game. Set, kick, fires. Down low.
Now batting for Tennessee, number 8, Dallas Williams.
Dallas Williams with a 2-0 count. E.J. Howard running over at first for Cole Jackson. Howard, couple of steps of a leadoff. Patton checks him. The pitch. In there for a called strike. 1 to Patton, 2 to Williams. Probably should have said that in a different order. Town is 2-1. Patton's 2-1. Up high all the way to the screen. Howard is going to go. Here's a throw into second. Just a little wide of the bag, so he's able to slide in safe. Catcher wants a word with his pitcher with the runner down at second base. The 3-1 pitch. Bounced foul, filling the count. There is no more room in this count. Howard for Jackson will lead from second. The 3-2. This is poked on the ground to short. Grabbed but held. Brister will pocket that one. No shot at the throw, and sending that to first would have put Howard on third. So Brister holds on to that one, and an infield single for Dallas Williams. That'll bring Bryson Pennell to the plate. Pennell's had a good tournament, both with the stick and pitching. Oh for 2 in the earlier game today. 1 for 2 against Virginia on Friday. A good base knock. And a 1-1 count to him here with a couple ducks on the pond and nobody out. The 1-1 in the dirt, ball 2. So Tennessee definitely making Cale Patton work this inning. Pitch on its way. Smash right at the third baseman and into second, but it hits the runner. Umpire calling for time, I believe, just to check on E.J. Howard. He appears to be okay.
Now batting for Tennessee, number 42, Tiger O'Malley.
Camera just picked up the thumbs up from second base, E.J. Howard. And Coach Brister out of the dugout. have a conversation with his pitcher and his infield. Starting to tell the anecdote there. E.J. Howard with a thumbs up in the direction of Wilson. You see him in your shot right there. Wilson pulled that line drive out of the air and then made the throw. Wilson checking on his adversary, but a lot of respect between the players out there. Here's a look at the shot all the way to the wall. That long single from Jackson. Sun setting here in Laurel. We are on the other side of 7:30 p.m. here in Mississippi, under the lights. A little bit of sunshine left this August evening. Tiger O'Valley, first pitch to him. Up. Good shot there, seeing the sun over the top half of the trees. And a strike in there to O'Valley. Liked O'Valley's game, is a scrappy player. Pitch on its way. And this is lifted. Left center. This one is gone. So a scrappy player with some pop. Tiger O'Valley, a 3-run shot gives Tennessee the lead in the bottom of the second.
Number 42, Tiger O'Valley.
That's a big swing from the outfielder, Tiger O'Valley. That 3-run shot. Here's a look. Full extension. He got all of that swing, all of that baseball. And he will have possession of that baseball in just a little while. DYB hit a home run. You get that as a personal trophy. Ball is coming in from the outfield now. There's the home run ball right there. You see it. So this one's coming in. This will come up here into this building. And they will hold on to that one for Tiger O'Valley. It's a big swing from that kid. A huge moment in a big game. O'Valley. So the home run puts his team ahead.
Batting for Tennessee, number 3, Ethan Perry.
So Ethan Perry, your hitter. Young EP3 in there. Ethan Perry referred to this in the other broadcast. Right's right, throws right, does everything right except bat in baseball. Left-handed hitter. Pitch on the way. In there for a strike. Two-one count to the second baseman. And he lifts this one right side. This is going to fall in into right field. Perry rounding first, but he's going to hold there.
Now batting for Tennessee, number 27, Ethan Hogan.
There's a look at the base hit by Perry. It's a good left-handed swing. This one falls in. Love the attempt in right field. Brown doing everything he could. So Coach Brister out of the dugout for the second time this inning. He's going to make the Smash It Sports call to the bullpen. Well-deserved lo-fi for Cale Patton gave up the big fly to Tiger O'Valley, but pitched well. It looks like Butler will come out of the bullpen. So Chance Butler.
Your new pitcher for Louisiana, number 6, Chance Butler.
So Chance Butler will step atop the bump, as we say here in the biz. Something that I've referenced before, but definitely worth mentioning as we get deeper and deeper into this tournament. Coach Brister talking about just the setup of his pitching and who gets innings and when and how you work with that through the lengthy tournament. Butler will come on and in relief of Cale Patton here in this semifinal matchup. Again, it's an elimination game. Louisiana wins this one. They move on. Tennessee's tournament will be done. Tennessee wins. We have 2 teams on this field with 1 loss. And then we'll have 1 team with 1 loss on the other field, depending on the outcome of that one. So it's scoreless in the 5th inning. That's a good game going on over there. So the simplistic way to look at it, the 2 winners will move on. The more complicated way to look at it, Tennessee wins this one. We've got a 3-way 1-loss record here, and we'll deal with that as it comes. So let's let this game play out before we have to worry about tomorrow. Worry about today first. That's good advice from your humble announcer.
Now batting number 27, Ethan Hogan.
Can I call myself a humble announcer if I'm telling you it's good advice? I don't know. Swung on by Hogan there. First pitch from Butler, a strike. So second part of the law firm of Ethan and Ethan, Hogan here. There's a pitch inside. Hogan this afternoon reached on an error, stole a base. The pitch up high, runner on his way to second, throw outside of the bag. So Perry steals 2. And a 1-out stolen base puts a runner on second. The pitch smacked outside of third base. Ethan Hogan, you see him sort of bouncing on his heels there, thinking he might have missed one. Ethan Hogan has done some good things on a ball field. Strike 3. Breaking pitch freezes Hogan.
Now batting for Tennessee, number 33, Liam Lynch.
Great pitch from Chance Butler. Here's another look at this one. Drops this one off the table. 2 down. Liam Lynch to the plate with a runner on 2. Poked into right field and down. Received quickly. Try at first base. This ball gets through. So the run does not come home. Perry does move down to third.
Back to the top of the lineup, number 4, Felipe Marino Jr.
So Davis's spot will get jumped over as he leaves this game with an injury. Hope Chance Davis out there is all right. This is lifted into center field on a line and not caught out of the air. This ball, the umpire at second base waved it off and then put his arm in the air. So I apologize for reading the situation in the second, but there's the out. I hate to take some energy off of the great catch in center field, but we've got a 3-2 game. Here's a look at it. Into center field. There's the dying grab. And a great catch by Walker in center field. And we are through 2 full. We head to the third here at the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash It Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at SmashItSports.com today.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
The love of the game begins with a bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat, and even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here.
In there for a strike. 1-1 to Van Zant leading off the third inning. Welcome back to the DYB World Series semifinal. Van Zant with a bunt. Straight back to the pitcher, but flying down that line. That throw is there. He's out. Good quick throw by Jackson. Van Zant with the wheels.
That brings us back to the top of the lineup. Number 11, Joshua Walker.
So the bunt attempt goes as a out at first and resets the lineup here with 1 out and Joshua Walker coming in. He grounded to short to open up the game. Mentioned his day earlier. Stat line reads 0 for 1, but he was on 3 times. He scored 2 runs, 3 walks. One out here in the third. In there for a called strike. Here's a look at the bunt. There's Van Zant flying down that line. Quick throw, nice stretch. And there's the out. Good picture on that one. Walker, when not playing some baseball, loves to fish. This pitch is tipped into the mitt and out. I am so very tempted to say he's fishing for a hit here, but I've used that line a couple times with kids that are fishermen. Don't want to overdo anything. And as I mumble through this, I, like everyone on the field, just giving Hannigan a chance to collect himself. That foul tip off his hand stings a little bit. He's shaking that off. Tough kid, talented kid. He puts the sign down, and the 0-2 is on its way. Or it will be after Jackson resets himself. Jackson's pitch. Lifted right side and caught. Brought out of the air by Hogan. 2 down here in the third.
Now batting for Louisiana, number 2, Dayton Green.
Hogan grabs that one. Dayton Green scored the first run of the game back in the first inning. He fouls one back off the screen. There's a look at the pop-up just a moment ago. No worry for Hogan. Comes over and grabs that one. So 1-1 to the Louisiana catcher, Green. Green wants a second here. Green or D. Pitcher and catcher want to have a conversation here. 1-1 with nobody on and 2 outs. Shouts of excitement from the H2O field. And there's a strike in there from Jackson. Update on your score. There's that excitement. 1-0 Texas. Swing and a miss right here. Strike 3. And that'll end the top half of the third. Louisiana goes in order.
Jackson has 53 pitches for the game, 65 for the day.
There's a look at the pitch. Right there. Just blows the heat by him. So, bottom of the third coming your way. Tennessee leading this one 3-2. The undefeated Louisiana. The 3-2 Tennessee here. An elimination game. A berth in the finals, the championship round on the line. As we play in the third, want to take a moment to thank Mother Nature for changing things. Look at that, 83 degrees. I'll thank Mother Nature, and the other side of your screen, we're going to thank Sadler Sports Insurance. Today's game brought to you by Sadler Insurance. Got the lineup adjustment for Louisiana. I'm going to finish my ad read and thank the fine folks at Sadler Insurance. Sadler Insurance have been the endorsed insurance provider for DYB for decades. Think of Sadler Insurance for all of your sports insurance needs for all different types of sports and activities. Quotes available instantly online at sadlersports.com. You see the graphic right there, SADLER sports.com. Sadler insures teams, leagues, camps, tournament hosts, and sports facilities, and is a one-stop shop for all of your policies and risk management needs. Sadler is the official insurance provider to Diamond Youth Baseball. Diamond Youth Baseball here in their 71st season. Longtime partners with Sadler Sports, and we thank them for sponsoring this. All of us at Synergy Sports and Entertainment. Today's game stream brought to you by Synergy Sports and Entertainment, the official broadcast partner of Diamond Youth Baseball. Our experienced team, professional announcers, producers, and camera operators are excited to bring you live game coverage all this week and next. With over 100 years of combined experience, Synergy Sports is a full-service sports media and marketing company offering end-to-end video coverage, sports broadcasting, sponsorship acquisition, promotion of your events. Check us out at synergysportsproductions.com. The pitch, as I finish the read, is in for a strike. So, setting the table once again, Brooks Ware, the shortstop, the two-hitter, leads off here to lead off the bottom half of the third inning. And a high pitch up there from Chance Butler in his second inning of work. He came on, faced 3 hitters in the last inning, and is now pitching into the third for the Louisiana champs. Tennessee leads this one 3-2. Bounce of a pitch takes the count to 2-1. Chance Butler has himself set. Pitch up and in, moves the count to 3-1. Brooks Ware Pops this one left side. Is going to drop in for a base hit. So Ware, a young man that apparently has turned a double play with MLB star Ellie Dela Cruz. I need the story on that. But now he's got a single here in the third inning of the World Series. He stands at first base with his catcher, Aiden Hannigan, at the dish. First offering to Hannigan is outside. Hannigan walked in the first inning, was stranded at third. There's a swing and a single. And Zant gets that back in quickly, holding the Tennessee shortstop to a single. Hannigan in there now with a 2-0 count. Pitch on the way, grounded to short into the gap created by the steal attempt. So Ware down to second. Hannigan, the single, puts him on first. E.J. Howard struck out in the first. Takes a pitch for a strike. Down 0-1. E.J. Howard starting to say before. I can describe this young man as a carnivore. Loves steak. Would eat steak for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And he hits this one. He's gotten his protein because he hits this one over and out for a 3-run shot. E.J. Howard, a 3-run home run in the third inning, extends Tennessee's lead to 6-2.
Now batting for Tennessee, number 44, Cole Jackson.
There's another look at that big swing. This one up and out, clearing the center field wall. Walker can just watch that one, and there's Howard rounding second. And 6-2 now your score in favor of the Tennessee champs. Chance Butler spins that one in. Look at the home run hitter in his dugout, getting the props from his teammates. So on the heels of that excitement, crowd settling as Cole Jackson will come to the plate. Cole Jackson with a single and scored a run on the O'Valley home run. Two-oh pitch coming here from Butler. The pitch. Down for ball 4. So Jackson aboard, nobody down. Already 3 across for the Tennessee champs in this one. The good folks watching in Lebanon, Tennessee. Cheering on their team here as they lead this one 6-2 in the third. Cole Jackson will be sent to the bench and replaced by a courtesy runner. Jackson, the pitcher. And Dallas Williams will infield single, also scored on the O'Valley home run. Pitch is high in ball 1. The pitch outside. Two 2-0 as Moreno runs at first for his pitcher. And now the count worked to 3-0 to Dallas Williams. Williams looking to join Moreno on the base paths. Butler looking to put a stop to that. The pitch. In there for a strike. You know they're rooting big time down in Ruston, Louisiana as well. Two great communities. Ball 4. If represented by the young men on the baseball field and all of the families of people that I've had the pleasure of meeting this week. Ruston, Louisiana, living in Tennessee must be two awesome places. I will need to get out there and check them both out sometime as Coach Brister out of the dugout to talk to his young hurler. Williams down at 1. Jackson drawing the walk, and Moreno down at 2, running for him. Coach Brister out there. The 2022 Louisiana team, the DYB World Series in Dothan, Alabama. A number of these kids here on the Louisiana team were members of that team. I've heard that throughout the week from a number of different teams, but specifically this Louisiana team experience in this tournament. There's a lot of poise on this team. There's no foul back. There's no quit in this Louisiana team. So the 4-run deficit, there is a lot of baseball left in this one. And the Tennessee team on the other side knows that as well. Fouled back once again. Couple of mighty cuts from Bryson Pennell. Pennell stands ready. Butler. Now has his sign. Peeks at the runner at second. Comes set. Kicks and fires. Strike 3.
Now batting for Tennessee, number 42, Tiger O'Valley.
Tiger O'Valley will come to the plate here in the third. Last inning, a 3-run homer started the scoring for Tennessee. So 1 for 1 with a 4-bagger is O'Valley. The pitch. This is hit into right field for a base hit. Coming on. Runner is coming around third. Throw is coming to the plate. Not in time. Run scores. Moreno running for Jackson comes around and scores for Tennessee on the base hit by O'Valley. So O'Valley 2 for 2 with 4 RBIs in this one. Here's a look. Driven into right field. Throw came strong in, but Moreno flying down there. And then here's a ball lifted on the left side out of play.
Now batting number 3, Ethan Perry.
Ethan Perry in there, singled last inning, was stranded at third. He stands ready. Cuts a foul back to the fence behind him. Both runners were in motion. They will return to their previous points of origin. The pitch to Perry. Cut on and missed. Down on strikes is Perry.
Number 27, Ethan Hogan.
So Perry down swinging. There's Ethan. Ethan Hogan from Ethan and Ethan. And a interference call against Ethan Hogan. So Green came up out of his stance, and his attempt to throw out the runner at 3 ends up with the ball thrown into the leg of Ethan Hogan. And so that'll go in as an interference, and so this will all get settled on the field, and we will come back for the 4th inning. It is 7-2 Tennessee. This is DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
Love of the game, playing for glory.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein and Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
I know when I'm putting a Wilson glove on, I don't got to worry. You get over 40,000 pitches thrown throughout a season. It's always trying to stay locked in one pitch at a time, slow down the game, and want the ball to be hit to you.
I want to play every day. No, I like to have fun.
Love this thing. I'm going to probably use this thing as long as I can.
Got to be locked in every pitch. At the end of the day, I just want to get outs for the pitchers.
It holds up throughout the entire season, which is a huge deal when you're playing every day.
I've been using the same glove for quite a while now. It's a testament to the product that y'all have been able to put in my hands.
And people have a Wilson glove. It's one of the best so far. No, the best, it's the best.
Back at the DYB World Series, Tennessee, Louisiana. 4th inning coming your way. First pitch in there for a strike. Jesse Ford bounced to first. So 0-2 to Ford. Ford, a dynamite hitter. Here's the 0-2. In there for a called strike 3. Ford heads off. There's the strikeout pitch to Ford, another young man that enjoys his fishing. Louisiana, that's sportsman's paradise. A number of these kids. There's a ball down low to Patton. Patton, future plans, wants to be a professional fisherman. Love those 2 points. Back to back. Pitch on the way. In there for a strike. Patton reached out an error and scored a run last inning, or in the first inning. Hit the home run that opened things up in the first game today. There's an update at the other field, a final. Texas wins 1-0 over South Carolina. So Texas wins 1-0. By all accounts, sounds like a great ball game. Right side out of play. So the 2-2 pitch forthcoming here to Cole Patton. The pitch. Down low. Count has run full. Foul back out of play. Jackson steps off. He's got a payoff pitch coming here to Patton. And now Hannigan wants another chat with his pitcher. Something I have learned watching Aiden Hannigan. He's a smart ball player the last couple of days. This is lifted right side, tailing. And this ball falls in. The diving attempt from Hogan. Hogan not coming up with that one. Next payoff pitch, fouled back to the screen. Outstanding battle here between two talented players. And this is driven. Left center, out of here. Patton hits the home run.
Home run, number 3, Cale Patton.
So a solo shot for Cale Patton. This field has turned into a launching pad in this one. Here's another look at it. Full extension and gone. That one's bouncing way out of here. So Louisiana chips into it. Love the couple of shows of appreciation. And if there were more to the Tennessee players, I apologize, but Ware and Hogan both giving Patton a little slap as he came around the bases. And a swing and a miss from Ezekiel Wilson on the heels of his teammates' solo shot here in the fourth. Wilson with an RBI single back in the first. And here he bounces one. This ends up in the glove and on the base for the out. Hogan takes care of things over there.
That is 80 for the day. Your batter was Ezekiel Wilson. Now up number 8, Mays Brister.
Brister stands in. Louisiana has chipped the run off of that lead, 7-3. Tennessee on top. The pitch to Brister. In there for a strike. Just a little off the plate and a 1-1 pitch coming up here. Mays Brister mentioned his new obsession of golf before. Does well with the baseball bat. And he pops this one into center field and handled for the third out of the inning. Brought out of the air by Williams. So a touch of damage there. Here's a look at the home run. The solo job right there, up and out from Cale Patton. So Patton accounts for 2 of the 3 Louisiana runs to this point. But edges his team just a little bit closer as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Tennessee's Ethan Hogan will lead off the inning here as we are waiting for the rest of Team Louisiana out on the field.
Yes, sir, that is correct. Yes, sir. That is correct.
So the Louisiana champs taking the field for the bottom of the 4th. Tennessee champs heading to the plate with a 7-3 lead. I want to take another chance to thank the folks at Lando Frost. Today's game brought to you by Lando Frost, family-owned company that sees great importance in keeping communities and families healthy and active. Lando Frost also has started their youth sports initiative. They started that back in 2003, providing funds to help cover costs associated with organizing and operating youth sports organizations. For more information about the Youth Sports Initiative, please visit landofrost.com. And this game, all of these games, sponsored by the proud diamond sponsor of the 2026 DYB World Series, Smash It Sports, the nation's largest online baseball and softball equipment provider. Price match guarantee, free shipping, over 100 top brands. Find your next game changer at smashitsports.com. Smash It Sports, where champions play.
Leading off for Tennessee, number 27, Ethan Hogan.
Hogan will step in. So Hogan's at bat reset here. The out to end the inning. Interference call on the base paths. So he will get new life and lift this one into left field. And this will just settle in nicely into the glove of Van Zandt for the first out of the inning.
Now batting for Tennessee, number 33, Liam Lynch.
Good look at the Louisiana left fielder. Liam Lynch steps in, singled back in the second inning, was stranded. Pitch to Lynch. Down for a ball. Love to get more details on this story on the heels of this pitch. Down for a ball. Liam Lynch, his first time pitching, he used the mound as a stage to breakdance.
Go, Liam, you got this.
Multi-talented young man, dancing, pitching, maybe running here. Chopper to third, and a strong throw from Wilson puts him out at first.
38 pitches. Back to the top of the lineup for Tennessee, number 4, Felipe Marino Jr.
So a number of kids in this tournament whose defensive prowess have been impressive. Wilson over there at third is one of them. Moreno takes a hit by pitch off the foot. Wilson zings that one in there. I have loved watching this kid play third. There's a ball out to short. Just coming up a little early. This ball trickles into right field, left field.
That was 40 pitches. That hitter was number 5.
Brister just caught a little off guard on that one. So Moreno pulls into second. Ware will be at first. And Coach Brister will be on the mound making a pitching change. So Chance Butler, pitching day is done. He will give way to Jesse Ford.
Louisiana, number 42, Jesse Ford.
Jesse Ford has pitched some strong innings in this tournament. Came on in relief earlier in the tournament. Friday's game against Arkansas, pitched the last inning and struck out the side. He will take his warm-up pitches here. So defensive changes as well for Butler in center. Walker returns to short. Jesse Ford stands atop the mound. So Brown returns to right.
Now batting number 24, Aiden Hannigan.
Gillum over at second, and all of this defense now behind the new pitcher, Jesse Ford. And his first hitter will be Aiden Hannigan. Hannigan will bat with a couple runners on and 2 outs. Coach Brister in conversation with the official. And this is going to prompt a chat between a couple of the gentlemen in navy blue. Not sure what Coach Brister's query is here. But you know, this meeting on the mound is presented by Synergy Sports and Entertainment, the official broadcast partner of Diamond Youth Baseball. We are very proud to be out here covering this event. Proud to have covered the last couple of DYB World Series. We are looking forward to coming next year in Orangeburg, South Carolina. Site of next year's World Series, DYB World Series returning to the great state of South Carolina. This coach and umpire meeting brought to you by Wilson Baseball. Make plays any position with Wilson Baseball gloves. Their line of products designed with pro stock leather and trusted by elite players like Mookie Betts and Ellie Dela Cruz. Visit wilson.com to learn more and find your next favorite glove. As a phone up here is about to ring. Conversation, the official calling up here to the booth. Trying to anyway.
Tony, you're being paged. Might as well take William with you.
We're going to take a short break here from Laurel. This meeting, we'll bring you the sponsor to it in just a moment, but we'll come back here. This is the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
Smash It Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash It Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at SmashItSports.com today.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
The love of the game begins with a bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
I know when I'm putting a Wilson glove on, I don't gotta worry. You get over 40,000 pitches thrown throughout a season. It's always trying to stay locked in one pitch at a time, slow down the game, and want the ball to be hit to you.
I want to play every day. No, I like to have fun.
Love this thing. I'm gonna probably use this thing as long as I can.
Got to be locked in every pitch. At the end of the day, I just want to get outs for the pitchers.
It holds up throughout the entire season, which is a huge deal when you're playing every day.
I've been using the same glove for quite a while now. It's a testament to the product that y'all have been able to put in my hands.
If people have a Wilson glove, it's one of the best so far. You know the best is the best. People know that.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
Smasher Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smasher Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Back at the DYB World Series, we got things sorted out. Everything handled here. New pitcher for Louisiana. Jesse Ford's first offering will happen soon. Aiden Hannigan wants a breath here. He gets it. Ford's first pitch on the way. Yanks this one to his left.
Thank you.
So you see Moreno starting his lead from third. He starts dancing down the third base line. The pitch. Slap back behind for a strike. Foul ball. So Jesse Ford, who has been sharp in previous work in this tournament, comes in. Felipe Moreno, hit by pitch, stands at third base. Brooks Ware reaches on an error, stands at second base. Aiden Hannigan with a 2-1 count, stands in the batter's box. Bill Smith stands in the booth, calling the action for you. Pitch from Ford on its way. Strike. Evens a count at 2-2. Ford throws hard. Pitch on the way. This is hit up the middle into center field. Base hit. 1 run will score. Second run on its way to the plate. Ball is received by the catcher for the out. Tag applied. Ware cut down at home. So a strong relay from center puts Ware out at the plate, but not before Moreno can score. Here's the base hit and the RBI single by Hannigan. That is a hose from center field. Butler. Tag applied by Green, and that's the end of the inning. And we are now through 4 full. And I am happy to just keep things here and chat with everybody pleasantly about the great game of baseball. There's a look at your local Laurel, Mississippi forecast. So Tennessee's lineup sorted. Tennessee with a 8-3 lead. Moreno scores on the RBI single from Hannigan to end the 4th. And we're on to the 5th in the semifinal. This is an elimination game. I've mentioned this a couple of different times, just making sure we reset the story. Louisiana enters this game undefeated. Tennessee with a loss in bracket play. Tennessee wins this one. Both of these teams will finish with a loss and on their way to the championship round. And you see, if you can catch it in different shots, you kind of see them filing to your right there. The team out of Texas, Livingston, Texas's own, their state champs. They defeated South Carolina on the field next to us 1-0. They are on to the championship round as well, so they are sitting here scouting what might be coming.
Yes.
Up first for Louisiana, number 7, Andy Slocum.
So Andy Slocum will be in there facing off against Cole Jackson. The first offering from Jackson just a bit outside. Shout out to Harry Doyle for that one. There's a pitch in there for a strike. Count even 1-1 to Slocum. In there for strike 2. Jackson set the pitch. Hit to short. Up. Across. This ball up against the fence. This is going to put Slocum on second base. So the throwing error from Ware, he's feeling the effects of something over there.
88 total pitches for the day.
This puts Slocum over at second. Here's a look at the play. This ball bouncing up against the fence. Hogan wasn't quite able to handle it.
New pitcher for Tennessee, number 13, E.J. Howard.
Howard now on to pitch. Cole Jackson's day is done. Jackson scattered 2 hits. I don't know if you say scattered with 2 hits, but I'm going to go with it. Struck out 4, gave up 3 runs. And leaves with a runner at second base that Howard will inherit. So 5th inning changes here for Coach Davis's Tennessee team. Glove popping, fastball work from Howard as Hannigan continues to do the catching here. Tennessee defense on their way back. Into position. Infield in to chat with their hurler. Pennell, Perry, Hogan. So here we play on with Chance Butler at the plate. Howard inherits the base runner at 2. Sidestep slide of a pitch up for a ball. So nobody down. And Chance Butler in there. Steps back and checks the runner at 2.
Chance Butler.
Slocum back nice and easy. (2-0). Howard set the pitch. In there for a called strike. Butler scored a run earlier today, looking to do the same here. Tries to lay down the bunt, offered. There's a strike. You see a breath of frustration there from the talented outfielder from Louisiana. Howard checks the runner, kicks and fires just outside. Count fills up. Amateur umpires from Tennessee not agreeing with that call. Count is full. The delivery from Howard. Slash down the right field line. Foul. Butler involved in a lot of sports away from the baseball diamond. Bala County's good at them all. Here's the pitch. Up high for ball 4. So Butler will trot down to first with a walk.
Now batting number 9, Granger Brown.
Granger Brown steps in, walked in the second inning, was stranded. This pitch down for ball 1. Hannigan with a quick sign to his hurler. Here's a strike. E.J. Howard even 1-1 with the hitter. Slocum away from second. Fires that one past the hitter, and now it's 1-2. Slocum away from second, or will be momentarily. He takes a couple of steps. Chance Butler over at first. Pitch is high. Count even now at 2-2. Howard looks at his runners. Delivers a breaking pitch just off the plate. Howard comes set to the plate. Down for another ball 4, so the bases have been loaded.
Now batting for Louisiana, number 10, Patrick Gilliam.
So Howard comes on, walks a couple of batters. Now with nobody out, Patrick Gilliam coming to the plate. And Tennessee's coach will come out and have a chat with his young pitcher, Hannigan, there as well. So a short chat from Coach Ryan Lynch. And now Patrick Gilliam will come to the plate. Bases loaded. Another young man with an affinity for golf. Big situation here for a big drive. Pitch on the way, swinging and a miss, strike 2. Gilliam struck out to end the second earlier in this one. 0-2 pitch. In there for strike 3. And Zant will step in.
Number 4, Kingston Van Zandt.
Zant laid down a real good bunt in the third. Was thrown out on his way to first by an excellent play. So, a young man that can make things happen, and he comes up with the bases loaded. Here's a strikeout pitch just a moment ago. The pitch inside to Vinzant. Count level at 1-1. The pitch from Howard. Lifted by Vinzant. Into right. And dropped out there. Foul. O'Valley not able to handle that one. So new life for Vinzant. So the 1-2 coming up here to Vinzant. Howard into his delivery. Strike 3 called. A pair of backwards Ks for Howard.
Back to the top of the lineup, number 11, Joshua Walker.
So 2 outs now. Here's the breaking pitch. Drops that one in for a strike. E.J. Howard Jr. Now with 2 outs and the bases loaded, and the dangerous Joshua Walker in there. The pitch. Walker, the leadoff hitter. Lineup has reset 0 for 2 on the day thus far. Pitch. Outside 2-0. Howard's 2-0. Inside pitch. So a 3-0 offering coming here. The pitch from Howard. In there for a called strike. 1 to Howard, 3 to Walker. The pitch. Lifted by second base. Loose ball, not able to get handled, and everyone will be safe. Perry wasn't able to come up with it. He was trying to hold his feet on the bag and reach for that loose ball.
Now batting number 2, Dayton Green.
So an infield hit for Walker and an RBI. In on the hands, this one just bounces just shy of the base. Perry can't come up with it. Fouled back off the fence. So the bases remain loaded. Green. A faux throw. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. And a balk has been called. So Howard not coming set properly. Butler comes home on that one. Brown down to third. Walker out at 2. Second and third now 2 outs and an 0-1 count. There's a look at the last pitch that resulted in the balk. Howard comes set. This one inside off the glove, goes all the way to the backstop. We might have a play at the plate. There's the tag and the out. Granger Brown put down at home plate on a great flip from Aiden Hannigan, the catcher.
29 pitches for E.J. Howard, 29.
Textbook flip from the backstop from Hannigan to his pitcher Howard covering. Here's a look right there. And he's out at the plate. Louisiana does get a couple. Green's at bat will reset to start the 6th inning. But we head to the bottom of the 5th. Tennessee still holds an 8-5 lead. Game a little bit closer than it was a few minutes ago. So Tennessee will bat here with a chance to extend the lead and then take the field with a chance to finish this one. Louisiana will have one more shot to bat after this half inning, but teams will get set for the bottom of the 5th, and I will get set for one more set of ad reads. This warm-up pitch right here brought to you by Smash It Sports. Let me give them a big shout-out. The diamond sponsor, Smash It Sports. Whether you're a player chasing your next bat or a parent gearing up for a future star, Smash It Sports has you covered, the best brands and unbeatable prices. Shop now at smashitsports.com. And that catcher glove-to-glove high five brought to you by Wilson Baseball. Gloves involved. They sell some fine gloves. Make a play at any position. Their gloves designed with long-lasting pro stock leather and trusted by some of the elitist of the elites, like Mookie Betts and Ellie De La Cruz. Visit wilson.com. Find your next favorite glove. My current favorite glove, a Wilson, is in a garage back in Rochester, New York, a few states away. Pitcher E.J. Howard will lead things off here. Howard set. He will face Jesse Ford in his 2nd inning of work. Ford with a high pitch to start things off here. Howard with a big 3-run blast back in the 3rd. Broke open the scoring for his Tennessee team. Fastball blown right by Howard right there from Jesse Ford. Ford looks in. Howard stands ready. The pitch. Another fastball just smoked right in there. Ford into his motion. This one down and away. The pitch on its way, down and away. So a long day of baseball for these teams. A couple of games. Talking with Coach Ryan Lynch, part of Coach Davis's staff. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Howard down swinging. Was talking to Coach Lynch,
Now batting number 44,
and I had asked
Jackson.
before the game, you know, the wait before the 2 games today. Excited to play a couple, and he said these kids are used to tournament play and playing 3, 4, 5 games maybe in a day, so these kids just want to play more. Pitch up and in. Here's a look at the strikeout pitch to Howard. Replay brought to you by Wilson. The pitch. Swing. Strike. The pitch. This one up and in as well, so 2-1 to Cole Jackson. Jackson, today's Tennessee starting pitcher. There's a foul back off the fence. Jesse Ford stands atop the mound, ready to go. Rocks, kicks, fires. Strike three.
Dallas, number 4 right here.
Now batting
So,
number 8, Dallas Williams.
Dallas Williams will step in. Infield hit in the second, scored a run on the O'Valley home run, previously mentioned. And then here's a ball that's lifted into center and into the waiting arms out there of Butler. And that'll do it for Tennessee in the 5th. We are heading to the 6th on this one. There's a look at the strikeout. That's the strikeout pitch to Jackson, but we are headed to the 6th. Louisiana bats to keep this game alive, and you'll see that here in just a bit. DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
The love of the game begins with a bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Back of the World Series, semi-final round. Spots in the championship round on the line here. We'll get to all of that the end of this one, but we're in the 6th. Louisiana playing to stay alive in this game. Here's a grounder to third. Up with it. Across for the out. One away here in the 6th. Pennell with a strong throw. Hogan holds strong over at 1, and there's 1 down.
Now batting for Louisiana, number 42, Jesse Ford.
Here's a look at it right there. It's a heck of a throw. The pitch to Ford. Swung and missed. Strike 1. The pitch. Big cut. Swing and a miss. Inside, did he go? He went. Strike 3. What is he trying?
Now batting, number 3, Cale Patton.
Here's the pitch. The 0-1 hits the batter, so Cale Patton down to first. He'll stand over there next to first baseman Cole Jackson. So, official conversation just to give Aiden Hannigan a chance to collect himself.
Now batting for Louisiana, number 1, Ezekiel Wilson.
So Patton stands at first, hit by a pitch. Wilson will step in. RBI single back in the first. Grounded to first in the fourth. Here's a ball out towards second base and now into center field. Base hit.
Now batting number 8, Mays Brister.
Wilson keeps the 6th inning live for Louisiana. Batting for there's Mays Brister, the shortstop. Done some good things from the mound in this tournament as well.
38 pitches, 38.
Ball up high. Here's another pitch up high. Brister with a 2-0 count, couple runners on and 2 outs. Brister 0 for 2 on the day to this point. Looking for a pitch to hit here. Pops this one back out of play. This is going to land on the screen.
40 pitches, 40.
E.J. Howard's pitch count climbing. He will stand atop the mound and roll on. This is lifted into right field for a base hit. Rounding third, but holding there as a strong throw can be had. They got runners tied up, and nothing will come of it. That ball came in, ran down one of the runners, but the run comes home. So Patton scores.
Now batting number 7, Andy Slocum.
Wilson ends up on third. Brister will lead from first. And a first pitch strike in there to Andy Slocum. It was an odd finish to that play. And Louisiana 1 run closer. First and third here with 2 outs. Pitch on the way, lifted high in the air. Lynch under it. And that's the ball game. Tennessee has defeated Louisiana and will play tomorrow in the championship round. So Tennessee and Louisiana leave this game each with a loss. These two teams will both play in tomorrow's final round. Louisiana will stay in the tournament. They lose this one. Tennessee wins tonight 8-6. Both of these teams with a loss. They will meet Texas, who also has a loss. And that will get scheduled and sorted as we head into Monday's play. Back when the sun was still out, here's the play of the game. This is the big 3-run home run. This is what put Tennessee ahead back in the second. The 3-run shot by Tiger O'Valley. Ooh, another home run. Here's E.J. Howard's shot. 3-run home run of his own. So Tennessee, pair of 3-run homers. your USA Baseball plays of the game. So with 3 teams, each with a loss, each with the same amount of games played, there will be a determination of who plays who and when. That will take place following our broadcast. But all the games tomorrow we will have for you here on the DYB network, as the DYB World Series will be settled here from Laurel, Mississippi. Tennessee has punched their ticket to join their counterparts on the field right now, Louisiana, and the team from Livingston, Texas. The 3 teams will all do battle tomorrow. That schedule is coming, but we will carry those games on the DYB network for everyone here at Synergy Sports and Entertainment. CVC and Spencer and Joel, they're pushing the buttons, they're shooting the shots, they're making this look and sound good. Calling the action up here, myself, Bill Smith. We're going to sign off from Sunday's action. A great day of baseball. We're going to have a couple games for you tomorrow to determine the finish at the DYB World Series. And we hope you watch that tomorrow right here on the DYB Network. The DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.